Hiya, it's Carly at Kip McGrath in Carlisle, and this time we're going to be looking at a few literary devices. So today we are looking at similes. And when I say literary devices, what I mean is something that an author uses to entice the reader or to interest the reader. So simile is where we describe something else by comparing it using the words as or like. Okay, so for example, one of the common ones would be as bright as the sun. So you could say the light was as bright as the sun. So what I've done there is I've described the light by comparing it to something else using the words as. And there's our full stop. Okay, usually when you're using the word as, we end up with two as's in there. Okay, and the other example would be to compare it using like. So, her eyes shone like a star. So again, we've compared eyes to something else using the word like. Okay, so our similes are going to use as or like. So a good activity to do with children to practice this one is to give them some different objects and try and get them to describe them by comparing them to things. So we could have lots of nouns, table, chair, lion, tiger, whatever you want to come up with. And then they would have to try and describe it, comparing it to something else. So for example, we quite often set tasks of doing a descriptive paragraph. And so you would say, okay, I want you to describe a tiger. So his fur is as bright as an orange. His stripes are as black as night. Okay, so those sort of things would be similes. And that's the sort of thing we can get them to do. But we can also go the other way, a bit like we did with our different word classes, and try and find them in particular paragraphs or pieces of text. So it's a good activity to do when you're doing your reading with them. So if they're reading something, oh, I've just noticed that there's a literary device in there, I wonder what it could be. And see if they can spot the simile or the metaphor or personification. And those are the other couple of things we're going to cover this week, but we will be covering different ones throughout our time. So see if you can come up with your best simile and share it with the rest of the group. Thanks.